Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're got one thing that we need to, or a couple of things we need to do, but may only get to one of them. The first one is my clutch sucks, and it's not the clutch itself, it's just the plumbing to the slave cylinder. So I need to do something about that. So what I did was I bought some brake line, steel brake line, copper coated, and I am not the best double flare maker in the world by a long shot. So I'm just going to take it slow and try to get a solid clutch pedal, because I think I can get it in gear, I can move it around, but if it warms up, I think what's going on is that there's air in the system, it expands and gives you a squishy pedal, because air is highly compressible, whereas brake fluid is not. So I've got good brakes, I did a good job there. My brakes are nice and solid, so I know I can do it. It's just a matter of getting there without, I don't know, spraying brake fluid all over the place and whatnot. And then there's the question of whether the master cylinder for the clutch actually has bubbles in it. I did bench bleed it when I first put it in, but maybe it's got bubbles in it again, so I'm going to have to do something about that as well. So anyway, let's get at it, and we'll go take a look at where we're starting. So I've already put one flare in here into the master cylinder, and then I'm routing that line down to the rear of the car. You can see I have another, that's my brake line there. Yeah, I know it's not perfectly straight. It kind of sucks, but I'll get there. And then I've got clips to keep it in line and follow around the corner. So, and I may have to put in another clip or two, I think, to get it routed so that I'm really happy with it. But yeah, so there it is. Hopefully we do it all in one piece. Now, this system didn't have any leaks in it, but I just think that getting all the air out has been problematic. So let's get at it. Okay, well, it was being a bit of a knob, I guess. Anyway, had to pick up a new die, and I think that this one actually is a little bit better because the pin is longer. So I think it helps it keep it straighter when you're doing the bubble part. And then the other thing was to, when I cut the end of the tube, you should deburr it. I think one of the reasons it was kind of slopping off to the side and bending over is because I didn't deburr it very well. And then so, I mean, it's not perfect, but this is one of my practice ones, so I'll practice a few more times and then we'll get on to the task at hand. Take 2. Or 3, or however many you want to say it is. Well, at least I didn't break anything. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. We'll give it a try. All right, let's bleed it. Okay, so here's my setup. Basically, I got a bottle with brake fluid in it going into the master cylinder. And then down here, you can see we have our vacuum bleeder system down here that's going to pull through the slave cylinder, and hopefully that'll work. Let's give it a try. Okay, guys, it's bled. I think I'm about to test it out, see if it's okay. It's always been a little spongy, even when it's not warm. So we'll give it a try, and then possibly down the line we'll give it another bleed. So fingers crossed. Well, looks like we still have some air in it. It's got a very, very small let off, so it does feel a little bit firmer. So I think I'm just gonna keep going at bleeding it. Well, I bled it again, and it was still not to my liking. So I decided to check something else, and I think we found our problem. Let's take a look. So what I've done here is I've actually put this on a clamp so that I can push the pedal and make sure it goes, basically hard. And it does. So I think the hydraulic system is working great. The problem is the actuator, or the plunger I have in here, is not the right one. And so I need to order one from probably Porsche or somewhere else to get an adjustable clutch push rod, because I think the one in there is so thin that what it's doing is it's actually lifting up as the pressure. It can't put pressure linearly. It's got another vector to it. So I think that we'll order one of these. We'll try that out, and then my guess is that our clutch problems will be fixed. So, but yeah, live and learn. So anyway, I got the flaring tool to work. I don't have any leaks in the clutch system. When it's like this, the clutch is nice and robust. So I don't think there's anything wrong with the lines, air in the lines, or anything like that. I think it has specifically to do with this push rod. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little trip through diagnosing and trying to fix something, and hopefully you learned something, because I sure did. Missing a couple of steps like deburring the stupid pipe made all the difference in doing the flaring. And then taking a little extra care to tighten it down slowly and then reposition it if it gets a little out of whack when you're doing the bubble. That seemed to help a lot. I know there's guys out there who just, can do this, in their sleep, but I ain't one of them. So anyway, if you guys haven't subscribed, please do. It helps the channel out so much. The next time we're going to look at the exhaust, because we have an issue with the new bumper where the exhaust pipes are coming out in the wrong spot, and it's not just a simple, move things around. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that. Also, we're going to do some more printing. Again, thanks to Creality, who is a de facto sponsor of the channel by supplying some equipment that we're using for the car. I will put a link in the description for savings on their scan tools, where you can actually scan the car, and we'll go over that some bit in the next episode, where you'll see we scanned a piece and we are printing it out so that we can take care of some of the problems I have with the roof. But stay tuned for that. Anyway, see you guys later. Thanks a lot.